Hello everyone, it's Jodi. I am excited to show you some newer Stampin' Up! Products. The Arched Wishes is a brand new stamp set that is available in my online store. And the Everyday Arches bundle is one that's been around for just a little bit, but it's been a lot of fun and super popular. So I want to show you some new cards today that I made with the Everyday Arches dies and the Arched Wishes stamp set. So first though, let me tell you, just remind you about this. I've shown some cards with Everyday Arches before. I've got them right here. I'll pull them in quick. So these are some cards I made a little while ago. Super, super fun products to work with. The arches are just so fun. The stitching on there, that detail is just really top notch. So what I did with these, when I first introduced them, I just kind of made these little guides so you could see if I just took each of these dies, ran it through my die cut and embossing machine, you get these thin borders with the arches. Now, each one, you see they're numbered 1 to 10. Each one of these, I just took a Sharpie, so this one is number 7. And that was just helpful for me to be able to work with them more easily. Then you can see if I did the even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, you get a little bit of a wider arched border. If you did 3, 6, 9, it's even wider. And then finally I did one with 4 and 8. So there's really endless opportunities with the Everyday Arches dies. And like I said, that stitching on there just adds so much fun detail. So this bundle, you can still purchase in my online store. It's $45 for the bundle. If you want just the dies, it's $29. The dies are low inventory, so I would, if this interests you, jump on it sooner rather than later. They've already gone on back order once, and it's likely to happen again. They are low inventory. So you can purchase the bundle. You can get just the dies, whichever way you prefer. What I'm about to show you is the dies with the newer stamp set Arched Wishes. It's got some great birthday greetings, the streamers, a balloon, star, confetti, a little burst, the sweet cupcake, and then of course some arched greetings there and the happy birthday greeting. So lots of fun to work with. That stamp set, by the way, the Arched Wishes, this one is $25. And then it coordinates with the dies that, like I said, are $29. So I'm going to show you these new cards that I made. And what I think is pretty cool is you're going to see these and right away you see the bright colors. There's a lot of vibrant, bright colors here. But I only used a black ink pad and a VersaMark ink pad. If you've been stamping for a while, those are probably ink pads that you've got with your craft supplies that you use pretty regularly. If you are new to card making, new to stamping, you may not have black and VersaMark, but I promise that they are staples, and if you invest in them, you are sure to use them very regularly. So let me just go ahead and show you each of these individually. So like I said, I just used black or VersaMark ink, but you're seeing the pop of color from the cardstock that I'm using. The card bases are basic beige, and then I used Azure Afternoon, Shy Shamrock, and Flirty Flamingo. So for these, I just took a little scrap of each of those cardstocks. I pulled in that balloon image, and I stamped the balloon on the card base, and then just the balloon part, the top part on the cardstock, and just cut that out quick and set them on here. This one's popped up with a Stampin' Dimensional. You can see the coordinating little colors of twine. I added those, and of course the sweet new starburst sequin. I added that. This one is fun because it's the actual card base itself that has that arch shaped. And so in my tutorial with my card kit, you'll learn exactly how to do that so that your card has that fun arched shape with it. Let's talk about these two. You can probably see how these kind of go together. So I took a piece of white cardstock, put a bunch of strips at a diagonal across them, and then I die cut a couple of times. So I cut the big arch, and then I cut a smaller one out of it to get this piece, pulled it over onto that card. So this one is a border. It's got that stitching around the outside. I did the same thing. I stamped the base of the cupcake on crumb cake, on some petunia pop, and then the candle, which looks like a straw also, so I'm sure there'll be some creative ideas on how to use that as a straw. That's on the Shy Shamrock. Cut those each out, really easy cuts and layered them on here. You can also see I did a little burst, the VersaMark burst behind there, just to kind of add a little bit to that candle without really taking away from the focal point at all. There's some more Shy Shamrock twine on there and these Petunia Pop Starburst sequins. So I really like that, and the Make-A-Wish, super fun. Okay, now this one, you can see, like I said, I took the inside of that, brought it over to this card. I added another arch here. I just felt like it needed a little something, but yet I didn't want it to take away from this focal point. So just a tone-on-tone plain arch there. I did use the VersaMark ink, so it's just that watermark tone-on-tone. I used that with that burst, so the same image that I used behind the candle, just on the background. And then you might notice the cheers. The image is this big one, Cheers to Another Year of You. So you can see it here on the stamp set, Cheers to Another Year of You. What I did though is I just put the ink on the cheers part, stamped it down on white, and then I just used my scissors and just cut. So I just had that little bit, and so I get a totally different use for that big arched image by just cutting off the cheers part of it for that one. And of course, then you see the little sequin and twine on that. And then finally, the fourth card, I used VersaMark even more. So like I said, it's a watermark ink. So whatever color you stamp it on is going to take on that color. So I've got stars in the background on basic beige, and then the streamers, the burst here, and the confetti, all taking on the color of the cardstock it's stamped on. The happy birthday comes in the stamp set, the twine, and then of course those sequins. So you might be wondering what actually all comes in your card kit. So you will get supplies to make one of each of these cards. So all of the cardstock, the different colors of cardstock, the twine, the sequins, all of that comes in your card kit, supplies to make one of each of these. You'll also get, that comes in the mail, you'll also get a tutorial emailed that has a photo of each card, and then it has the measurements so that you can duplicate it even after you do the card kit. So a photo of the card, measurements, a supply list, and step-by-step instructions. So you'll learn how to do all of these things with my tutorial, and that will get emailed out. So you get my card kit and tutorial for free with a $50 minimum order by March 17th. Now, keep in mind, I had mentioned this is a $25 stamp set. These dies are $29, or if you bring in that original Everyday Arches, that bundle is $45. So just simply purchasing the dies and this stamp set will qualify you for the free card kit. You can order whatever you want to reach that $50 threshold, but the Everyday Arches dies and the Arched Wishes stamp set will get you over that threshold. So $50 order by March 17th, you get it for free, or you can purchase it for $15. Either option is absolutely fine. You can get it free with the $50 order or $15. Supplies come in the mail to you to make one of each of these, and then the tutorial with photos, measurements, supply list, and instructions. So I had a lot of fun making these quick and creative cards. I love the burst of color, the color combination here, but I just think it's super cool that it's just black ink and VersaMark ink. It makes it very duplicatable for every stamper, whether you're new or whether you're super experienced. You don't need a ton of supplies to make these cards. And what's super fun is that after you make the cards that come in the kit, you can do any color combinations you want on the balloons, on the frame, the cupcake, all of this. You could do the exact same layouts and just mix it up with colors that you already have at home too. So that is what I have for you. Be sure to get that order in before the Everyday Arches dies go on back order again. All right, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.